Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another AAA meeting. I am your host, Sinatra Says. As usual, with you is my co-host, Drunken Uncle.
I like that. You had an energy. I mean, you're here. You're happy to be here. I like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Friday, motherfucker.
That song, yeah, not only is it Friday, but that song gets me fucking hyped. What's going on, Drunkle? How you doing?
Hot song.
It is called, fuck, I closed it out. It's a Dragon Ball song, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well, feeling a fuck of a lot better. The weather here is trash.
Yeah, I mean, I just yesterday I just went to my friend's house for a little bit. It's a little bit further down the road than the pub, and I couldn't feel my fingers by the time I got there. Like they started hurting, and then they went numb. You know?
We have been hammered with snow.
Yeah.
Like bad. I spent the last 2 days pretty much exclusively inside my house or my studio. And I tried to go to the gym this morning, and the roads were so bad, I just said fuck it and turned around.
Yeah, good for you, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind it so much if it, like, the weather would, you know, like, get so bad that it fucking snowed. I would enjoy that. I love the snow. But it's not. It's just shit.
No, my area, I think, got at least, so far, if I had to guess, like 7 or so inches. Yes, beer time.
I mean, you guys get, like, a hella snow, though, sometimes, you know?
Yeah, it's
not
bad.
like Canada snow, but...
And they haven't plowed. Like, just no plows have been... No. So I like, my studio, the guy plowed the studio parking lot, which was nice. The streets not plowed. Side streets aren't plowed. So thankfully, I have 4-wheel drive. But I spent yesterday almost exclusively in the studio just cleaning, going through shit, putting shit in bins, taking it away, putting it back.
I mean, if you remember, plowing is sexist.
That is true. You are correct. That is absolutely accurate.
That was a while ago, wasn't it? Oh, do you remember the simpler times when bedroom feminists roamed the earth?
Oh, they were better times.
Yeah. I had a cheeky little life hack that I decided I was gonna act on last night. I got like you know, you got the Brita water filters.
Yes.
Right. Well, I have a better Brita water filter. It's one that I like, you know, sits in my fridge. It's not like, you know, you got like the jug or anything like that. It's like a fucking tank. Right. I got it for my birthday. Fucking brilliant. Now it sits in my fridge, and I've not used it because, like, I'm going, well, why the fuck would I want cold fucking water? Like, in this weather. Oh, if anything, I want warm fucking water, you know?
You want tea?
I want tea. But I mean, I drink a lot of water, especially, you know, you get drunk, you wake up in the middle of the night, you're dehydrated, you got a hangover, an erection, and you've ran out of fucking water. The last thing you want to do is have to go down to the cold kitchen and fucking fill up another glass of water. So I've taken this, I filled up the tanks in, and I just put it, like, in my room, just on my fucking window ledge.
Right.
Windowsill, rather.
I mean, that'll do it.
It's full up. I've got like fucking 8 pints of water in there. It's filtered through. It's fucking lovely. And all I've got to do when I wake up, dry mouth and an erection, is just lean over and just fill up the glass again.
That's beautiful.
It is. I did it last night. I just went, oh, fucking genius. I am.
I have one of those 8-pint water jugs. You know, those insulated ones that you carry around?
Yeah.
I got one of those,
pints?
and I just lean over and I'll open it in the middle of the night and suck down like half of it and then go back to bed.
You just imbibe 4 pints of water,
dude. You know, especially when you have like the electric house heating, the air gets so fucking dry, so you're just like,
it's
ridiculous.
I mean, since my nose doesn't always work, so very often it just stops working when I'm asleep. So I'm breathing through my mouth a lot, and you know what happens then? Your mouth gets fucking dry in your sleep, and you wake up, you're going, I can't.
Exactly.
Well, right there. I'm not even filling it up, filling the glass up anymore. I'm just like positioning my head underneath it.
But I like I said, I was cleaning out the studio, and I have those big, you know, cube organizer things. And
a cube organizer?
Yeah, it's just giant cube rack things.
What's cube? It was a cube?
Yeah.
You mean a square?
Yes, but just in 3D.
Okay. Okay, you do mean a cube. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Okay, show me here.
Picture.
It's Drunkle's microwave tea. Oh, you bloody bastard! For $2 says,
Bloody bastard.
I am here. You're not here. We don't microwave. I have a kettle. I have a kettle.
A kettle?
No, but no. I mean, why did you say it like? I didn't say it like that. Why did you say it like? I didn't say kettle.
How it sounds.
I said kettle. Kettle. It wasn't.
These fucking
I sang the tea. Kettle. All right, hold on.
These things. I got a bunch of these.
See, I wouldn't say that's a cube.
But it's a cube, like 13 by 13 by 15. It's a cube.
It's 30 by 15 by 43. It's a rectangle.
Okay, I have a bunch of these with bins in them at the studio.
Right.
You're getting hung up on the wrong part of the story.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Is that some IKEA bullshit we're talking here?
It kinda, yeah. I got a bunch of fucking those at the studio, and I'm cleaning them out because I had a bunch of photography stuff in them from Halloween, from Christmas. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put this shit in bins and take it and throw it in the basement. Blah blah blah. But I found old stuff. I found the letter that I got from Emerald Joker, the #unsubscribed stay mad letter. That's one of my favorites.
Ah, lovely.
But I also found...
Have you framed that bad boy?
No, but I'm thinking I might.
You really should.
I'm thinking I might do that. But I also found a McKinley Club package and a Comma Club package that just got lost in the malaise of stuff.
Good word. Good word.
That they were like under like the bottom cube at the lowest part of it, under some like wires. And you know how you have the drawer in your house of like HDMI cables and shit?
Oh yes, right here,
yeah. It was a Comma Club package and a McKinley package was like under all of that. So I guess I have an extra Comma Club package and a McKinley package if anyone's interested.
Fucking
and I saw
result.
that, I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck? And I looked at the thing, I'm like, did this get sent back? No names, no claim on it. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's the original. Like the first Comma Club package I ever sent out with the shot glass in it. So that thing's been just traveling from studio to studio.
It's a well-traveled Comma Club pack. You'll give it to Shelley for an anniversary. Be like, yeah, that's for you.
No, that's going to go to somebody who joins the Stacker Club.
Well, she could join the Stacker Club.
She won't.
But, I mean, it's your money.
Yeah, she's not doing that. But I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? And then the McKinley Club package was next to him. Like, this is not nearly as old as this. What is this doing down here? So at some point, I must have just been like, okay, I'm going to put these here for later, and then I'll talk about having them, and then just forgot, I guess.
And we're passing on the savings to the people of the chat.
Ooh, excuse me, shit.
Oh my.
And Awoo for Wolfman Jerry, who passed on this day. I'll be howling at the moon tonight. Indeed. Thank you very much.
Yeah. R.I.P.
That tracks the new. I'm glad you guys know me well enough to know once I put something down, it might as well just get up and walk away. Especially when I'm like in the fucking... in the zone of doing shit. So like, okay, this stays here, and then I'll turn around and go, where the fuck? Where's my impact driver? I just had it. I just set it down, and it's like, oh, it's in the freezer.
It's like when socks go missing in the washing machine, but with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you ever you fucking dropped a pen and it's just fucking disappeared into the ether?
I think those are realm shifts.
There's something going on. I mean, what conjunction of the spheres or something like that? Like,
yeah, it just it pops into a different
later in a different room.
Yeah, I did that the other day. I could not find. I have a little kit because I have. Oh no, Polly is not here yet. He messaged me, said he was running late. He's caught up in the fucking shit weather. I have a stripper pole in my studio for pictures, and I was trying to. Yeah, of course. Well, it's me. What do you expect? I was trying to secure it, and I have a little box of different bits for my driver. And I set it down, and I'm like, where the fuck did it go? And I looked everywhere, and that the manic searching for this is what preceded the cleaning, because I tore the office up.
I see.
I found it in my truck. And to this day, I don't remember going outside. I don't remember going to have a cigarette. I don't remember going to my truck for anything, but it was under the backseat of my truck. And I was like,
that's beautiful.
What the fuck? But I had torn my studio up so bad. It's like, all right, well, I might as well just fucking clean that thing now.
That is a beautiful story. And I think we can all relate to that.
Have you ever, my kid's Sinatra child B is real bad with it.
You don't call him that to his face, do you?
No, I call him the second.
Yeah. Oi, spare parts.
He's really bad with it. He'll walk around with the TV remote and be like, where's the remote at? Where's the fucking remote? And I'm like, I don't know where you put the fucking remote. You had it.
Apparently, statistically, the most common place to find the television remote is inside the fridge.
I have not found it in the fridge, but I have found it in his underwear drawer. I have found it in the freezer, and I have found it in the bathroom.
That is amazing.
But I'm like, this must be a Sinatra thing, because how the fuck did my BitBox get in the fucking truck? How did the remote get in his underwear drawer? It's just shit that happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's Sinatra syndrome. I used to keep my keys in the fridge in my old flat.
I've done that.
And but I put them there on purpose because when I came out of my bedroom, like we had a refrigerator right there in the hall, which is just for beer. And people go and grab a beer and they go, Drunkle, why are your keys in the fridge? And I go, because I always know where they are.
That's fair.
And they're like, yeah, I kind of understand what you mean. But I mean, that was lovely in the summer, grabbing a nice ice cold key.
Oh, Polly, what up, man?
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm not okay.
Those drivers get to you?
You're fucking right they did.
I know.
It's like I told you in the DM, man. It's the minivan. I can see them on the horizon. It's like you're going to be a problem once I get up there.
None of them are four-wheel drive either.
No. They're a fucking Toyota Corolla in a bigger box frame. You know what I mean? Like it.
Yeah. You know, every time it gets nicer out, I go, you know what? Maybe I should ditch the truck. Just get a nice fucking sedan, a full-size sedan, a Ford Fusion, something like that, and just call it a fucking day. And then this happens, and I'm just going in my four-wheel drive. I'm like, oh, this is the fucking best shit ever. This is the greatest.
There was a guy ahead of me on a turnoff. He had a little Ford F-150, like no weight in the back, right? He wasn't driving slow.
Good.
Oh, he was having fun with it. He wasn't letting the lack of traction scare him. It was no traction free for all. The guy was like spinning all around the shit, going around the curve, and I'm like, there you go. That's how you handle it. No fear. I love it.
I've got a Silverado 1500 4x4 with a truck cap on the back, so I've been pretty good. But the roads were here, at least, were so bad. I was telling Drunkle, I went to go to the gym this morning. I got to the end of my street. They didn't even plow the main drag, and this was at like 8:30 in the morning. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. And I just turned around. Because there was a car going past in front of me on the main, and it was going like 15 miles an hour. I was like, what the fuck? This is going to be terrible. So I just turned around and went home. But I did start Reacher.
Oh, yeah.
Let me grab this and I'll tell you what I think so far. Sir, you have given me a good book. I'm only on chapter 3 of the first book, but I'm hooked. I love the voice actor. It made me feel like everyone was a grand old time in chapter 2. Holy hell. Folly hell of a sword name. I thought you meant holy. But the Maker's Sword? What book are you talking about?
Oh, shit. Is he reading the first look? Yeah, boy.
But I am... Thank you, Blackout. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am thoroughly enjoying Reacher. It is so unrealistic. It is stupid man fantasy, the TV show, and I am hooked.
Oh, it's amazing, because he's like basically invincible. He's like a 6'9" gorilla. And the man is just made of muscles.
Dude, he made me want to go to the gym against the weather. I'm like, I got to get my arms bigger.
See, I had the opposite. I just went, what's the point? It's like when you hear someone who's really good at guitar and you just kind of like put yours away.
No, I don't, because I know I'm not good at guitar. I tried. Sorry, I tried my best for years, but I was still shit at him. Like, you know what? Okay, guitar's not for me.
Yeah, I'm like that with the gym. But I'm still beavering away at it. God bless me.
That's not my reaction. I don't. Far doesn't get it. I get angry.
Oh, Blackout said the first book of the King Killer. Okay.
Oh, see, now you're talking.
Yeah,
mate.
okay.
Now you're talking. Oh, beautiful. Well, I love that book.
Sorry, Polly, go ahead.
But I get angry at people that are better at things than me, like to a ridiculous level. Like if you're a little bit better than me, or like twice as good at me at something, yeah, no. It's like I can learn off of this and whatever. And I know that feeling of like, oh, maybe I should put my pens away for a while. I can't write like this guy or whatever, you know. Yeah. No, when you encounter certain people, I just get mad. Like when I watch Barely Sociable videos, he's my favorite creator on YouTube. It's like, man, fuck this guy and his skill, his incredible editing ability, and his fantastic voice. Man, fuck him. Yeah, fucking prick. Where you get off being so talented, you son of a bitch, with your fucking
you so
work.
Good.
Yeah,
maybe I should try that with people on guitar. Just like instead of going like, all right, well, what's the point? I should be like, I'm gonna break your fucking fingers, you cunt.
Yeah, on top of which, the motherfucker tips it off, and don't they always? With a strong work ethic. These sons of bitches. I
hate that. Yeah.
I fucking fuck.
Well, hey man, you can have a strong work ethic and just be spinning your tires. Shit's not fun either.
It's not funny at all. Okay, I tried. Yeah, well.
The actor who plays Reacher is even more jacked in season 2. That's a big motherfucker.
Dude, yeah, I've been watching season 2. I didn't think he could get any bigger. He fucking is. It should be impossible. At some point, he's going to become a fucking singularity.
Didn't he say it was like 6'5"?
I think he's actually got like smaller, muscly men orbiting around him. He's fucking ridiculous. And he was in DC's Titans, which is a terrible, terrible show. He was in the Hunger Games and fucking Blue Mountain State. He was very young in Blue Mountain State. That show, hilarious. He is hilarious. You wouldn't think it.
6'3", maybe 6'5" in the boots, but that is a big motherfucker.
It's ridiculously big. And he just fucking, like, when he punches someone, you feel it.
Yeah, dude, I love it. It's such a turn your brain off show. I'm so into it. Season 2 is a little more on the cerebral side. I finished up Deadwood. I'm like, well, it's clearly Reacher's next. That's it.
Yeah, did you? Yeah. So?
The ending was a little meh.
The ending, the movie, or the ending, the show?
The show.
Okay. You don't watch the movie then?
Does the movie end the show?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Then I will have to watch the movie. I didn't know there was a movie.
Yeah. Deadwood is simply called Deadwood, the movie. And it's a 2-hour feature film. And it's many years later as the show ended. So, like, they're all older. Very much so.
Oh, yeah. Look, 2019, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I will have to acquire that a little bit later on.
Yeah,
it's worth watching.
I've been leaning towards the Western feel recently. There was an episode of Enterprise which is set on another planet, which, you know...
wasn't it fucking amazing? It was so fun.
You know exactly the episode I mean?
Oh, yeah, with the Skags, of course.
With the Skags, okay, brilliant. Yeah. It was excellent episode. Excellent.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, all the actors were just like, I get to play a cowboy. Like, you know.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's what everybody wants to do. You cannot walk up to a man and go, do you want to play a cowboy? Or do you want to play a Viking? And then go, nah.
Did you see Scott Bakula just like roll into the role? Like he was in the saloon and they're harassing the Skag, and all the shots they went with, all like the high noon angles and everything. It was fucking great.
Never mind Scott Bakula. It was Archer that fucking, like, you can tell the character. Because he's like, right, we're going back to the shit. Are you coming, Captain? He's like, no, I'm staying for a bit. Like, you're goddamn right you are, buddy.
So what are you doing? Back on my planet, we used to call this a prison break.
You go, oh, yeah, we call that here too, yeah. And so I watched that, and then it finished, and it goes back to space. I'm like, oh, I want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 and watch a fucking Western.
I think Red Dead. I finished up God of War. I think I'm going to throw in the towel on trying to fight the Valkyrie Queen. It is a optional boss, and I have been stuck on it for like 4 days. So I think I'm going to wait a little bit, but I have not played any of the Red Dead games, so I think that's going to be up soon.
Oh,
you haven't really?
You got it.
Huh.
That's when I would play Red Dead and I watch Westworld at the same time.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
It's a combination, that is, mate. Fucking fantastic work.
But I've noticed that my favorite... No, not Sif. Sigrid, whatever her name is.
Seagram.
Just can't fucking beat her. I got very close, but I can't do it. I'm not gonna give up. It took me like, I think Satsu tried every run with me. It took me like a month and a half to beat Madir in Dark Souls.
I mean, that's it. Look, if you can do Dark Souls, and I know you can, I've seen you do it, then fucking God of War should be no problem for you.
This fucking thing is a Dark Souls tier boss. I actually thought about looking up boss health ranked and see if it was in that Dark Souls realm, because this bitch is fucking awful. Anyway, we're not talking about that. No, I have not played Red Dead.
God damn it freaks me out.
I hate to be that guy, but wow, I made a good choice on that fucking music selection.
Yes, you did.
It was about 15 minutes of fucking around on YouTube to find that. I'm like, there it is. Like I said, it's half speed, and it just turned out just so. See, Thomas,
it could have been a better choice, to be honest, Polly. You fucking nailed it.
And I adjusted the speed of that cat walking, so his feet paw tentacles were landing on the note.
Where are we, John Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
The Western thing is chasing you. It's chasing. You hear it?
Yeah, holy shit. I'm fucking tootin'. I do respect your vernacular.
See, Thomas, thank you for the $1 from a number of minutes ago. He says, Polly, Nazi, how's it going? Good to see you. Lady Montseros, thank you for the $5. Fuck this weather. Fuck the people in it more than the weather, but yeah, fuck the weather too. Yeah.
I mean, it's also Lady Monoceros of 5 says, fuck this snow. Everything's getting fucked except me.
Why do I put a T in her name? Why do I always put a T in her name? Be quiet! Shut up! I will not. Be quiet! Fuck you.
Lady Montecero said, fuck Ohio. Hey, you know what?
You did it too. There's no T in that name, yo.
I said Monteceros.
Monteceros.
No, Monteceros. Lady Monteceros.
I don't know, brother. If you go back, I'm pretty sure you put a T in it like you do in pizza. It's just kind of there, you know.
Rhinoceros, but there's only one.
Fuck Ohio, because I pay way too much in city taxes for them not to plow these motherfuck streets.
That's a good point.
Fuck this.
I read an interesting Clint Eastwood-based fact the other day, Polly.
So it did?
Oh, yeah. It was when he was unknown. He was on there. It was for his very first film. And the casting director said, I've got this guy. He's perfect for the movie. He's got 2 expressions, hat on and hat off.
I like that. That's good. But you guys want to get into some schnews here, because we got a lot to talk. There has been news.
There has been news.
Yeah, I heard there was a thing or two that happened. Yeah.
So
there was a day, long time ago, the BBC BBC News said nothing happened today, and just played some music for a little bit.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Simpler times.
I'm just saying, well, sometimes there's not always news.
But today's not one of those days.
No, sir.
So, guys, if you would be so kind as to smash the like button, share it out on your favorite social media. The Streamlabs link for all 3 hosts is listed right at the top of the description down below. And as I said earlier, I have unearthed, and that is literally the best way I could put it, because I discovered this shit at the bottom of a bin at the bottom of a cube organizer.
Put a hole in the bottom of the sea.
A hole in the bottom of the sea. 1 McKinley Club package and 1 original OG shot glass Club package. So if anybody wants to get one of those, or if you are a member already, you can donate them to somebody else. That is also definitely on the board, and we have not had a stack in a long time. And I'll tell you what, I'll do double songs on the thing with the thing. But let's get into some schnews. Click the button here. You guys should have it up.
You want this shit in your life, guys.
You do. It's a great glass.
You do.
Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan.
Hold on, that's not what we were looking at. What the fuck were we looking at?
Drunkle didn't know what a cube organizer was.
That was not. That's a rectangle.
I was wondering, wow, it's deeper than it is wider? That's strange. I thought you were going to make some kind of commentary upon that, but all right.
He did. He was very pedantic about it.
Sorry.
Just shapes, isn't it?
But wrestling legend Hulk Hogan helps rescue a woman after a car accident. Apparently, this dumb bitch flipped her car and he pulled her out.
And he's always in costume, apparently.
Imagine flipping your car. You're all disoriented.
Yeah.
You all right, brother? Let me get you out of there.
It's Hulk fucking Hogan. Jesus Christ.
Man, Hulkamania went all over. Okay, good.
Yeah, he's running up. He's running up and he's ripping his shirt off from the top down. Yeah. Hulkamania is running wild.
If I was conscious, yeah.
If I was conscious,
I'd give him a theme song. I would. I'd do it.
If I was conscious, I would assume I died. Like, fucking Hulk Hogan's an angel?
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like, when people like come out of fucking surgery and they look at the nurse, like, are you an angel? But instead it's Hulk fucking Hogan. You'd be like, I must have hit my head.
Ham and beans, if I flipped my car and Hulk Hogan fucking rescued me out of it, I would have thought I died. Exactly. Like, oh, God, heaven's full of Hulk Hogan angels. This is not what I expected.
The fucking the leathery skin of a hot dog, but the wispy blonde hair of a Chinaman.
And the muscles of a reacher.
A roid rager. Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know what the proper reaction to that would be, because it's fucking Hulk Hogan.
Just ask for an autograph. A selfie. Take a selfie.
Yeah, I think a selfie would be pretty good.
I love the selfies because whenever a couple of my mates have totaled their cars, and it's like obligatory to take a selfie with your thumbs up. It's in front of the total car. You know?
I was thinking that's the kind of story you got to be careful with.
Heavenly
Hogan. Keep it to self and drop it at just the right time. Because I love the true stories that make you sound like you're insane, but you're not. You just keep it to yourself. And then 3 years later at Thanksgiving, you say, "Did I ever tell you about the time I flipped my car and Hulk Hogan flipped it over?"
Yeah,
and everyone
be
goes,
like,
"Shut the fuck up, Grandpa."
Yeah, Uncle Rutger's gone mad. Like, no, it happened. And then you pull out the selfie you talked about and everything. You don't go telling that story. You don't want to be the guy where it's like, yeah, I know Hulk Hogan saved your ass. No, pull it out at the right time.
And then you have to have the selfie to prove it.
Yeah. Like if you happen to meet Joe Biden and he starts talking about corn pop, and he's full of shit, and you say, "Yeah, I know those kind of stories, like when Hulk Hogan saved me." He's like, "What? Yeah, see, unlike your story, it's not a delusion. Look."
Ohio passed...
Polly, let's get you back to the care home.
Ohio has passed constitutional carry 7 months ago, and gun crime has plummeted.
Wonder why that would be.
Yeah,
That's
it's
weird.
Fucking crazy how that works, isn't it?
Some kind of coincidence, I'm sure.
It's weird. I don't know.
I'm sure the Gun Research Center over at Johns Hopkins University that Mayor Bloomberg completely funds by himself will crank out some research demonstrating that it was external factors and has nothing to do with the armed society's a polite society.
Zach said I was going to send you this. This is very interesting, but Ohio's not doing everything great. They want to make it a law that you need an ID to watch porn, and they called it porn snub.
Yeah, I mean, when they were proposing it
News Channel
here,
5.
they called it the wank license. We're not as frivolous with our words as you guys are.
Everyone wants to say, "Oh, I don't watch porn," said Clevelander Mallory McMaster. I mean, everyone does it. It's just a fact of life. Well, thank you, McMaster. I appreciate your vote of confidence there.
I'm sure that's your real name, too. Yeah.
I'm just going to say, VPNs, they're still legal. Make sure you got one.
Christ, yeah, fucking hell. I mean, look, porn is a human right.
You know what I would like to hear is the argument that it is a First Amendment right. Yeah. Because that is something I could go, you know what? All right, if we're going to say shutting down highways and blocking hospitals and all that shit's a First Amendment right, I'll take the argument that porn is one too. Why not?
I'd say it's a form of worship.
I would say it's art more than worship, honestly.
Well, hold on now.
Okay.
To be the pedantic guy in the room, why not? Fuck it. I'm feeling saucy today. The First Amendment, you're muddling things, the expression versus the consumption. It's their right to make it. It's not your right to consume it if it's a First Amendment issue, right? Like, I can paint this painting. It doesn't, you see what I'm saying?
The making it would be the art, but the consuming of it would be the act of worship. I mean, like, don't we all just pray at the altar of titties?
No, but I see where you're coming from.
I mean, I like your energy, but I don't agree with the argument. Like, let's keep that energy and find something that makes a little bit more sense. Like, you know,
thanks, dude.
There's got to be a way, though, right? Because it's like, oh, you got the right to make this thing. And being not a lawyer, I can see the distinction between the two, expression versus consumption. Somewhere along the line, First Amendment had to come down to, but somebody has to be able to see it. Otherwise, they would have been able to regulate that right out of existence. Yeah, you could do it in the privacy of your own home and nowhere else. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it, I don't know.
That's an interesting take. I'm fully on board the porn is bad for you side of things, but any law banning it completely is unenforceable. I simply take the I don't think it's good, therefore I don't indulge. Do whatever you want route. And see, that I'm perfectly fine with. If you, I'm not, how do I word this? I am in complete agreement with what you're saying there. But what I appreciate more is the fact that you don't like it, but don't down on other people for liking it. That's when I think people take the pious, holier than thou attitude, but they're really the ones who are more annoying than anything else. It's like a vegan of titties.
Vegans, yeah, that's right, yeah. The vegan of titties, perfect. There you go.
I don't like porn, therefore it should be banned. Okay. Are you going to ban it?
I love the irony of the vegan of titties, considering how unvegan titties are in every sense. Like it's...
You're just going to create a black market for it, though. So it's like what's your aim here? It's like fucking over here, prostitution still illegal, but brothels are not.
I think we still have brothels illegal here.
But because of that, like the hookers are safer, they're warmer.
That's true. They're not standing outside in their fishnets.
Right? In this fucking weather, right, Lady Monoceros?
That's two things I will never really understand as to why it's illegal. Well, three things, but one has since been rolled back, was absinthe. Never understood why that was illegal. Prostitution and weed. People have been paying for pussy as long as pussy has been in existence. It's just a fact of life.
Absinthe, because of the wormwood that was supposedly a toxin and hallucinogenic and whatnot. It was a what would you call it? Like chemical controlled. That's not the right word, but you know what I mean? Like,
well, the issue was in France when absinthe was really popping off, people were making bathtub absinthe, and they were making it that green color with copper salt.
Really?
Oof. Yeah, that was another reason. But they said it was hallucinogenic, and of course, the people that paid for the studies were the big wine families. And anyway, we're not going to get.
Is that right?
Oh, dude, I watched a whole fucking thing on it. But prostitution and weed. Weed is no more or no less addictive than literally anything else that gives you that dopamine hit, and I mean down to fucking Rsist cups. Jesus Christ!
Oh Lord!
Wow!
I hope you threw up a little.
That sounded chunky.
There was some pizza roll on that one.
Oh Lord!
Sorry, Jesus Christ! It is no more or no less addictive than fucking candy. And pussy, I'll say the same thing about.
I don't know, pretty addictive. Like, you never just want to hit it once. Well, maybe sometimes.
Sometimes you do. There's the occasion where once is more than enough.
You know the thing that kills me about the whole porn thing?
I'm sorry about the burp. That one really snuck up on me.
You see a chat's reaction. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. Advocates said, like, well, hasn't this argument already been had? I think every argument from every angle around porn has already been had. It's just whether it's been hashed out in a particular jurisdiction. In this case, Ohio is the question, right? Or some new platform, internet Pornhub particularly, whatever the fuck, right? Yeah, I think every argument already has been had. It just hasn't been hashed out by a certain set of people is the only question. The one thing that kills me is I got to agree, and I forget who the Supreme Court justice was, where it's like, well, what's the difference between pornography and this Renaissance painting where the woman is nude from the waist up? You know, one pornography and the other one high art. And he said, I know porn when I see it. Yeah, so do I. It's not. Unfortunately, I agree with him and it's unfortunate because that's a shitty boundary. That's highly subjective and arbitrary.
That is very arbitrary and capricious, you might say.
Yeah. And can be manipulated and used and all of the things. And it's like, yeah, but you're going to fucking lie to me and tell me you can't tell the difference between art and porn when you see it? Yeah, you can.
Well,
and
here,
you know you can. It's just, you can't define it. And that's the shitty part.
It's just,
let me throw this
at you. It. Not really, isn't it?
Let me throw this one at you, Polly. Would you consider boudoir porn or art?
Soft porn, but still porn.
But it's like,
but it's fully clothed.
The can was fucking banned in France for a while, wasn't it?
It's a case from Ohio where that quote comes from. There you go. Advocates in with the facts. I like it.
Ohio fucking leading the charge one way or another. We're either going straight down or straight up. There's no in between. But you would consider clothed boudoir pornographic?
Well, let's say you and I put our heads together for a minute. Could we come up with something where a woman is completely clothed? It's a hell of a lot more lewd and offensive to as many people as possible as compared to a topless photo that was done as tastefully as possible. Sure.
Why has it got to be a woman? Why can't it be that photo of George Costanza?
I have a shirt of that.
I know you have a t-shirt.
It's my favorite
The
shirt.
Art of Seduction?
Yes, I wore that in the first boudoir shoot I've ever done as the photographer. I wore that shirt. Okay, but it is an interesting thought. Next meme. A Quebec man blamed wildfire. No, I'm sorry. Quebec man who blamed wildfires on the government pleads guilty to setting 14 wildfires.
Why did I
realize there was no future in it, huh?
Do that.
Yeah, he could let it go. Oh, there's a couple here. Oh, no, I read that one. If people can drink, they should be allowed to smoke my way to the fridge. Like, okay, we're going right back on the tangent. Let's back it up. I personally don't smoke weed. I don't like weed, but I don't care if you smoke it. That's where I'm at with it. I've smoked once, maybe, in the past 10 years, and it's because Phil basically made me do it. I don't. He peer pressured me. I don't. Yes, Phil Gilmore. You quote it back to him. Phil Gilmore forced me to smoke his marijuana.
He made me inject the devil's letters.
But I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. It has some dark shit in my past, but I know it's not the weed's fault, it's the person. But I don't think it should. I think it should be legalized and taxed, therefore my taxes might go down. I'm perfectly fine with taking that chance.
There's certainly an argument to be made about taxing, yeah.
You don't think it should be legalized in taxes? Is that what you said?
I do.
Do think, okay.
Yes. Yes, the fish made me do it. But thank you, Felda. You guys are really chipping away at Campari. Let's keep it moving back to this article. Yeah, this dude got caught setting 14 fires that he blamed on the government. A Quebec man who posted conspiracy theories online that forest fires are being deliberately set by the government has pled guilty to starting a series of fires himself that forced hundreds of people out of their homes.
Oh, man. I mean, what? He could just say Phil made him do it.
He should try that, yeah. Ooh, since we're going off on a lot of tangents, I learned something interesting recently. You know the Warrens, the paranormal investigating couple?
Yeah.
From the likes of the
Conjuring, Annabelle.
The Conjuring, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I thought you meant the
No, not
Frederick Knudsen.
No, Ed and Lorraine Warren. They presided over the first case ever brought in front of a judge and testified in the affirmative to, quote, a demon made them do it, end quote.
No shit.
They did. Saw 7 of 8 fires start at the exact same time on satellite imagery. It's Canada. Who really cares?
Did the judge buy it?
No, I didn't. No. Yes,
Yeah.
Ed Warren is long dead. One of the last things he did before he died was stab the death tarot card on the box that he keeps the real Annabelle in, and never explained to anybody why he did it.
That's such a troll move, isn't it? That's brilliant.
That is so fucking creepy.
Refuses to elaborate, dies. Fucking power move.
Oklahoma lawmakers' new bill would require students dressed as furries to be removed by animal control. I want to see more of this.
Okay, cool. Yeah, fine. I'm down with that. Why did they use that photo?
We got you a litter box to shit in. A high school in Kentucky is having a furry problem, and I don't know what it means to people who identify as animal. Who the fuck is actually going around going, well, I am catkin?
Oh, man. Don't
Z.
ask. Unfortunately.
You sound like
more
you have experience here.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yes. No, Polly.
Well, you didn't say Polly to begin with, so let's just
Well, Drunkle doesn't interact with other humans.
I try not to. No.
Well, touche.
I'm not allowed, actually.
Oh, I get to hear about all the Tumblr things from Far, and it's all detailed and stuff. I should do a fucking video series with Far going, Umblrology or something. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, they consider fucking, like, some of them just go into creating new genders around their fucking fursonas or whatever the hell. It's just,
what?
I don't know.
Oh, I hate that is a word.
Fursona.
Well, there's like she vampkin, vampness. Like, they consider being a vampire part of a gender identity somehow. I don't know. These, whatever.
Fucking conformists.
I know, right? You should be vamptress.
I did a long time ago. I did a video on a wolfkin. She was fat.
Aren't they all?
Shockingly.
Yeah.
They're all fat. Stop it. Make asylums open again?
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying. I argued with somebody about this for like an hour and a half that we should reopen it. Was it Monkey? I think it might have been Monkey.
Speaking of furries.
Yeah, that we should reopen asylums. Anyway. No, you want a headline? I'll give you a headline and a half.
All right.
But before I do that, the 170 people and 17 likes? What the fuck? Guys, smash that like, share it out. Streamlabs down below for everybody. We got a bunch of cool shit, and like I said, two old packages. Transgender neo-Nazi arrested by FBI for threats against Jews, blacks, and transphobic coworkers.
You hate everyone.
This didn't happen, you know?
Holy moly. Try to put this one on a 4-color political spectrum grid.
I'm trying to figure out, Sin, what the fuck? The video there that can play. What is the desert camo gun? What is that? A fucking tricked out SOCOM 16?
Looks like one of those little AK-47s. What are they called? AK-74s? Oh man, they got a fucking arsenal. I'm jealous of this. Sorry I'm late. I was driving soon. Have you tried one of those Torino's orange chicken rolls? It's crack junk food for... I've never even heard of that. Thank you. I'll keep my eye out. The flag with the creases.
I think we can come to a decision. Whoever they are, they've got money. Can we decide on that?
Yeah, they've got a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
Always the creases.
Not as far, I would say, a suspicious amount of money that furries seem to have. See, it branches back. Furries have a suspicious amount of money.
They do. Those fursuits are expensive.
Yeah, they're like $4,000 to $7,000, man, for like a basic one. That blew my... Man, I've learned more about furries than I ever want to just by watching Deadwing Dork.
I feel like Far would be a very resourceful wealth of information when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah, she's explored the weirder side of the internet, that's for sure. And a qualified Christorian at that.
Oh man, no, we don't talk about Chris Chan.
My Assassin's Creed 3 flag still has creases in it. It's been hanging on my wall for years. Well, sorry to hear that, Zach. Apparently you're just creasy.
You creasy boy.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Whoa, almost polyworded there.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. Super 21, thank you for the $3. I didn't catch all that porn argument, but if it's a way to clamp down on the adult entertainment, will that also limit how much money Vivid and others donate to Democrats? It's an interesting point. I mean, how many major porn studios, I don't know, you tell me, are owned by investment firms on Wall Street ultimately end up donating to Democrats?
I know one very specific porn studio that is definitely not Democratic. Is that right? It's facialabuse.com.
Well, yeah.
Chinese scientists experimenting with fatal mutant COVID strain frightening doctors. It has a 100% mortality rate in quote humanized end quote mice.
Wow. I mean, you had me at Chinese scientist.
So they are working on the 2024 variant.
Yeah. Yeah. A taste of things to come.
They're not going to stop till they... I mean, there's a reason Zuckerberg and his ilk are building doomsday bunkers.
I don't know. Have you heard the conspiracy theory that's not such a wild idea that it's like the Chinese aren't intending it for anybody but their own?
I mean, that is, but how you can't stop it.
This is the one child policy 2.0. Yeah.
The one Chinaman policy.
Yeah. It's just like, well, you know what? We've got a survival rate of about like 18%. That seems like a governable number.
Look, man, I don't care what they do, honestly, but if I can just ask for one thing, just one thing, dear Lord, baby Jesus, 6 pound, 8 ounce baby Jesus, don't make fucking 28 Days Later zombies. Give me Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah, I don't want sprinting zombies. No.
If it's sprinting zombies, I'm
out.
Fucked. If it's walking zombies, I'll be all right. But sprinting zombies, fuck, man, I'm done.
I'll take a shuffler any day of the week.
Give me the shufflers.
Yeah.
Look, all I have to do is be faster than people I'm with. And that should be well enough. But don't give me no sprinting zombies. I feel like that's not too much to ask for. I'm a tank unit. I'm not a rogue. Quick list of pros and cons. Very friendly people. Just want to do their thing, rarely be judged for it. Furries are mostly very far left, questioning any sort of LGBT custom or action and to put you label as something you're not. It's every community anymore, really. What about Mass Effect zombies? I don't know. I've never played it. Midwesterners are terrified of rage virus zombies. We're infamous for not being able to run fast. Dude, don't. Off chance you want people with you to live as well, then what? Want them to live less, I guess? Alan for 10, Sin. Alan, hello, sir. How are you? Zombie Moose is fucking terrible. I don't know what that is. Just give me Walking Dead zombies. I don't want Dawn of the Dead zombies. I'll take Day of the Dead. I'll take some of those guys. But no Walking Dead. Anti-Israel protesters.
Like big drums.
Almost. I'm going to consider that not a fortuitous coincidence. And the anti-Israel protesters like big drums. Like, Alan, thank you for the $10. Polly, Alan.
Very nice. Walking Dead was such a horrible show. It was a soap opera.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
I liked the show. It dragged on and I gave up after the prison. But it was a good show.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black! What?
Because there was the human drama of it with zombies sprinkled on top. Oh, I liked it. Want to grab those?
Yeah, see, Thomas, thank you for the $2. If China is openly creating Wu Flu 2, Killer Boogaloo, then it looks like we might need to do the Sack of Nanking, Part 2.
Huh.
With none of the Japanese activities. Yeah.
I thought you had 2.
No, that was Drunkles.
Oh, okay.
Don't fire this man ain't black. That's Drunkles.
You're right. Anti-Israeli protesters swarm New York City Cancer Hospital, accusing them of being complicit in genocide. Protesters also targeted a McDonald's and a Starbucks. And I would love to explain as to why this happened, but Fox
Were they also
News,
complicit? McDonald's?
apparently, but Fox News has stopped people from reading their articles.
Huh. Doubly. Huh.
It's very interesting. Just like that like ratio, it's still shit. It's still, oh, maybe I should refresh it because it still says 17 to me, and I know at least one person.
I find it hard to believe that Fox took a financial hit after firing Tucker Carlson, that they would need to go subscription-based hard.
Do you think, after firing Tucker, do you think they gave Gutfeld or Jesse Waters some kind of promotion? Because those guys fucking blow.
Well, okay. I'm not a fan of either personally, but numbers are numbers, and Gutfeld does really fucking well, to my confusion, but nonetheless, he beats all of the late night talk show hosts. And hey, man, I'm not a fan of Gutfeld, but I'd rather watch Gutfeld's, little overly wrought dialogue than Jimmy Kimmel's any day of the week.
That's true, but Gutfeld always comes across as like a Family Guy character to me, if that makes sense.
How so?
Like the way he talks, it's like Seth MacFarlane is writing for him.
It's a little too, well, that's what, yeah, it's too much of a put on. That's what I mean by overly wrought.
I mean, I'm sure he's a nice enough guy and all that. God damn it.
Be quiet!
He's a nice enough guy and all that, but he doesn't scratch me where I itch, if you know what I mean.
No, and I don't know. The style of the show for late night comedy seems to work a little bit better than the classic Johnny Carson.
Mm-hmm.
One host, bring on one guest at times. Got 4 people there, some regulars, occasional change out chair. That format, like I'd like to see that with some other people other than Gutfeld. You know what I mean?
I'd also like to see that on something more than like a 5-minute at a go ad break, 5 minutes back.
That's a good call. Yeah. And I only ever see it as clips anyway. Gutfeld.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I don't have TV, so I can never watch it live.
Rotten Corpse, thank you for the $5. Since cowboys and zombies have been mentioned, you should check out Bullets for the Dead, a Western movie that has zombies. Okay.
Interesting.
I will actually check that out because Cowboys and Aliens was a surprisingly good fucking movie. You wouldn't think so, but it was actually pretty fucking good.
Wasn't there a Red Dead mode with zombies, I think?
Yeah, there was a whole game, wasn't there?
Yeah. Rotten Corpse, cardio isn't fun, but it's unfortunately necessary. I know. I still do it. I don't want to, but I do it. Anyway. That like ratio is still trash, guys. We fix that shit up. Let's keep it moving. We're making decent time tonight. New Ubisoft whatever. Anyway, I don't know why they changed the headline on this. The CEO of Ubisoft said you need to get comfortable with not actually owning your games. If you buy a digital copy, you have to be okay with it being taken away from you. And to wit, I say if purchase...
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
I mean, I think we should just get comfortable with not buying Ubisoft games.
Well, if he's going to turn around and say, well, you don't actually own it if you paid for it, then me torrenting it isn't stealing it.
Well, yeah. If buying it isn't ownership, then piracy isn't theft.
That's where I'm at with it.
Fair enough. It was Alan for $10. He says, Uncle. Alan. God, I love that guy. And Rotten Corpse through $5. He says, hope you're doing well, Drunkle. Thank you, Rotten Corpse, for the $5 and the well wishing. I hope you're doing just hunky-dunky.
And I'll throw it out there that Ubisoft stock fucking crashed after this went viral.
Man, I mean, they just suck anyway. Like, the whole fucking...
What games do they have?
The fucking Assassin's Creed was pretty shit hot, wasn't it?
Prince of Persia... Tom Clancy. Oh, they got all the Clancy games.
Yeah.
Brawlhalla, that's a fun game.
But like the whole fucking that you've got to download their fucking thing in order to play your game really pisses me off.
Assassin's Creed. The only fun games, I've never played a single Assassin's Creed game.
Have you not?
No.
Oh. Michael Fassbender was in the movie.
The only games I really and truly liked was Brawlhalla and Splinter Cell. Those were good.
I liked a Splinter Cell.
But I haven't played Splinter Cell since fucking GameCube.
You got to play the first 3 Assassin's Creeds.
You know what? Ham and Beans, you're
Shit
right.
hot.
Ham and Beans is exactly right. Far Cry and Assassin's Creed are both dead franchises. Just is what it is.
Oh, man. Far Cry 5 is so good, though.
Looking at this guy right here, I'm assuming that is the president of Ubisoft?
That's Mr. Ubisoft. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, okay. So the...
punchable faces.
Yeah, the balding tortoise-shell-framed hipster polyword here.
He's a furry, isn't he? You know he's a furry.
I think he's more perverted than that, honestly. But I don't know, man. Like, look, you could have said this without having to have said this. If you wanted to, soften the market up with some ideas, why wouldn't you just talk about... I can think off the fly of a number of different ways of putting that. You need to get comfortable not owning your games. Why the fuck would you say it like that? Gamers are getting more comfortable with DLC, transactions and uploads after the original release date. And you might get a little bit of static or whatever the fuck, but if you're trying to soften the market up to an idea, I just look at this guy who thinks of himself as a galaxy brain. That's why his skull is growing larger than his hair and why he appears holding but actually isn't with his brilliance. He's like, I know what I can say and can't say. No, you don't. Obviously, you just... and this guy's got a golden parachute attached for when he gets fucking fired or when he leaves. Millions and millions of dollars in bonuses just for getting the fuck out of the way after fucking up massively. I mean, you did talk to your PR people about how gamers think, do you? Like, did you?
Well, they don't care. They think gamers are now blue hairs.
I guess.
They have disconnected from the people like me that are the fat, bored humans. You know what? I had a long conversation with a buddy of mine, and he's the one who really got me to try God of War. And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, yeah, I beat God of War, and we were just talking about it. He's like, are you going to play Ragnarok? Like, dude, I have a computer. I had to sell the PlayStation, all that stuff, help pay for the funeral, whatever. So I don't know if I can justify buying a game system just to play a game. And he's like, dude, it's like $150 you can get a used. God damn it.
Oh, the own stream.
Twice in a row.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I don't know if I can justify $150 for a thing. And he's like, yeah, but then you own it. It's not on Steam. They can't take it away from you. It's like, whoa. That's a decent point, actually.
Man, I miss,
probably be on Steam by the end of the year. Last thing I read, and it could be wrong, but they weren't expecting it to be out until 2025.
Buying a game, owning the physical disc.
That means I can play it without internet.
Yeah, exactly. Reading the game manual when you're on the toilet. What happened, man? What happened to us?
Sony can break your system for a TOS violation. I don't think that's accurate at all.
It was Serpent for $3 in the Ricky Spanish. He says, remember when VCRs first came out and movie studios were furious with people buying copies of their movies and wanted people to pay the studio every time they played the tape. What?
Whoa.
That's insane.
I bought a PS5
Thank
with
you,
the disc
Seven.
drive for physical media. I have all the Wick movies on 4K Ultra. Oh, I bet that looks so good, especially if you have a good 55-inch TV. Oh man, I don't care what anybody says. You can see the difference between 1080 and 4K.
On a big enough screen, you're fucking right, you can.
Oh yeah. Eventually, I would like to be
wonder
able
why,
to.
Why do you still get what you get from perfectly legitimate online sources? Why are you filling hard drives with stuff? I don't get it. Why don't you just stream? I've got Netflix. I don't need that. And I'm not saying anything. If you want to stream it, go ahead. I don't understand why you're busting my balls out. I want copies of the movies that I want to have, and I've got them.
Yeah.
And it's an extensive fucking list, and it's getting bigger and better. And it's like, I don't want this anymore like I thought I did, but now just delete it. That's fine. VPN and perfectly legitimate sources are a powerful tool, man.
I'm sorry, you what?
What?
You delete it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought you said.
I'll pronounce it the way I want. Thank you.
Because come the apocalypse, when come the apocalypse and there's no more internet, you are going to be jonesing for that episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I have every Dragon Ball thing ever released on my very legitimate hard drive.
That's why I can't. I mean, I got rid of a load of DVDs, but I didn't get rid of all of them because I'm like, just in case society does collapse, I am.
Is that why you were thinking you were prepping? That's why it was so fascinating when I found out about FLAC files, FLAC audio files. I was like, man, fuck MP3s for the fucking win. It's a digital fucking CD. If you know what I mean. And it comes generally they got to have the proof concept with it. The file that comes along with the demonstrate really was ripped from an actual physical media file. The quality is all there. It's a lossless compression. So it's smaller than it would be if you just ripped it as a WAV file. Plus it's got all the stuff that you were talking about reading on the toilet, Drunkle, all the liner notes and all that other jazz. Man, I fucking love FLAC files, and I replaced all my MP3s with them as best I could from perfectly legitimate online sources. Fuck Spotify.
Eventually, I would like to replace the PlayStation, but for now, Steam is fine. I do, however, want to go back and play the original God of War games because those looked really good. So when inflation stops reaming me in the asshole, maybe I could do it.
Yeah. When? Oh, my sweet summer child.
It's going down a bit.
From It was a zombie apocalypse audio drama called We're Alive. If guys, there's just probably someone out there who's listened to it. Fucking excellent work. Highly recommend it. But the guy has got just 2 DVDs and he's watched them both over and over and over again. It's like having
That's a rip of the Twilight Zone episode.
There was time now. There was time now.
Then he broke his glasses.
You know what? This guy is probably hanging out in Davos. That's where he got those ideas.
Oh, maybe. Probably.
Look at him. He was hanging out, in Davos in Switzerland with the other muckety mucks. Look at him. He'd fit right in with them.
He does. He looks like he was definitely front row.
Yeah, and whatever consenting perverts are doing behind closed doors is none of my business. You want to fly to Switzerland to do. I don't care. But I think he came back with some inflated ideas. This isn't global Marxism. You will own nothing and be happy. I'm going to tell everyone that plays Ubisoft games the same thing.
Anyway, let's keep moving.
All right.
20 attorney generals, including a Michigan one, urge federal officials to address the sale of military-grade ammunition. They're coming after the ammo.
Military-grade ammunition. They consider M855 military-grade, like classic green tip surplus. Get fucked.
What is it, 135 is the bog standard 9mm grain. They consider that military grade.
Yeah, when they're the ones who are military grade, like military weapons, have no place in our society. They're weapons of war. To blah blah blah.
Every weapon is a military weapon. My fucking
I have no interest
sword
in you
is a military weapon.
Though. Yeah, you can say your scare words all you fucking want. I'm interested. You going to define that? Oh, you senile old coot! You fucking couldn't define your breakfast pudding. You fuck. So I'm going to say some scary words and everyone will agree with me.
Well, that's where they're at now with these people, is that they just have to say the magic words, however unscary they are, and people go, "Oh my God, it's a military grade weapon. That's a Glock. Well, you have a 1911. That's for army men.
It's for army men.
My little green soldier has one of those."
Yeah.
Fucking idiots, the lot of them. Jennifer Coolidge has been cast in the Minecraft movie alongside Jason Momoa, Jack Black, and Emma Myers. And rumor has it, Coolidge is going to be playing one of the pigs.
I love it because she has got such a square face. Perfect casting.
They all do,
I got
don't
two
they?
questions. Why? Okay, who's Jennifer Coolidge, and why didn't they cast Matt Damon, who's got the squarest head in Hollywood?
Stifler's mom.
Stifler's mum, yeah.
And probably too expensive.
Stifler?
Oh my God.
Did you never come of age?
No, he just,
I'm a child at heart.
He came
Born
of
an old
age
man.
when Charlton fucking Heston was popular.
He's a national treasure, and I won't hear anything else of it.
What's his name? The other funny mustache man.
Burt Reynolds.
No,
Hitler.
the other one. Charlie Chaplin. That's who I was thinking of. He came of age when Charlie Chaplin was throwing fucking wood at other wood. Talkies were just a thing. Good God. Yeah, Groucho Marx, he was a little too old at that time. He said that was.
Are you going to fucking answer the question or keep fucking around? For Christ's sake.
I'm going to keep fucking around. I don't remember the question. What was it?
What the fuck's a Stitler or whatever?
Stifler. It is the MILF mom in American Pie.
Oh, why don't you say that? I know what you mean.
No, you don't, because you would have gotten it immediately.
I guess.
I
don't remember the names of the fucking people in. I don't know.
Back in the day, Polly was taking a special
Whatever
lady
ridiculous
to go
ass
see the
fucking
new
porn
talkie at the
comedy.
theater.
Fuck off. I wasn't watching fake ass Hollywood porn. I was watching, porn.
Have you heard about these new moving pictures?
Ah, my
Oh,
dear, they're
there's
great.
something.
We'll have a whole night on the town.
Look out for that Hitler fella. He's a bad egg.
Oh, we'll get an egg cream, then we'll go down to the drive-in.
Hey, you don't say nothing bad about egg creams. They're a sad loss of a bygone era.
Polly remembers when the French delivered the Statue of Liberty. He was one of the dock workers that helped unload it. Polly's
It was a
actually
bright and glorious day, I tell you.
Polly's actually a fucking a higher vampire. He just refuses to own it, but we all know. It's funny that Ubisoft person said that. Yeah, Ubisoft, known for the very polished and perfectly well working games. If you think differently, you're evil. Of course. I live across the street from the drive-in. We have a drive-in pretty close, and I went there once, and I fucking hated it. I don't remember what movie we saw, because I couldn't hear the fucking movie. Polly cut Betty White's umbilical cord. He was there for the christening of the Queen.
It was they were out in the day, by George. It was such
Polly
a
had one of
wonderful
those. Polly had one of those bicycles with a really, really big front wheel and the little tiny back wheel.
Oh yeah, yeah. We ride around yelling 23 Skidoo. Great times. I mean,
His
Polly,
favorite
did
toy
you-
was
Red Rider wagon behind us. It was
his favorite toy was Hoop and Stick.
Were you gold, frankincense, or myrrh?
I was the sheep keeper behind them.
He was the
Fine.
fourth wise man that brought torrented video games. No one knew what to do with them yet. A penny farthing, yes.
Oh, that's right. That's what they're called. Yeah.
You're supposed to tune your radio. I know, but it was such a janky system that it was half movie, half local sports talk. It was fucking awful.
Lord.
Polly laid the cornerstone for the Alamo.
I'll tell you. You wonder why I still got a beef against the Mexicans.
Anyway, go ahead, grab that. Let's keep it moving.
Server 21, thank you very much for the $3. Polly, just say you were watching Kobe Tie instead of Shannon Elizabeth. Now, see, how would I know who Shannon Elizabeth is? I do know who Shannon Elizabeth. You guys are so full of shit. You know what? You know what kills me? You're gonna bust my balls and not remembering some fucking MILF actress from some movie that happened like fucking 25 years ago, 35 years ago.
Yeah, it's about 20.
But yet you don't have a set of fucking judgment for this sick fuck knowing every fucking porn actress in the industry for the last 20 years categorized and fucking ordinated by quality. What the hell?
It's an art form. We've discussed this.
Polly was around to sign the Declaration of Independence. Hell, probably wrote the damn thing himself. Someone had to take credit for it. But over the years, he had to be Nicolas Caged out of it because he can't be like, oh, yes, I wrote this thing. Why do you think he feels so fervently about it?
Well, no, I didn't write it. I just handed Jefferson a copy of a bunch of John Locke excerpts, and he went, oh, this is great stuff. Let me write this in. He didn't realize he was plagiarizing someone else, not me. It's fine.
Thank you, Sherman. Oh, you want to see something fucking terrifying?
All right.
Have you ever seen an owl hunt at night?
Oh, Matt, yeah, I love this video, dude.
Watch this shit. You see it coming in? Look at that.
Are those its eyes?
Look at that.
Whoa!
Nice!
Yes! The other bird's like, what the fuck?
Look,
Steve, where'd you go?
Watch
Where'd
the
you
eyes.
go?
Look at the
Yeah, he's
fucking
doing the
eyes.
head in the wings sleep thing, and then all of a sudden, boom!
Yoink.
Perfect predator.
That's fucking insane. You want to see
Silent
something?
as fuck, man.
And those birds that got taken, those are predators themselves, aren't they?
Yeah,
I
those
think
are
that, yeah, I
hawks.
think that was a. Yeah.
That is awesome.
You
For
listen
dating
to
the
this.
predators.
Here's an English pigeon.
Look at this. They have very sensitive microphones lined up to,
Shit, man.
dude, just the littlest flutter. Jesus Christ.
I fucking love owls.
They
It's
are
got-
so
their bones
fucking
are
cool.
the bones are hollow.
All bird bones are hollow.
Your face is hollow. Right, but it makes them
Okay,
like
you're
All
ultra
faces
fucking
are
large.
hollow,
All
Drunkle.
Yeah, that's true.
Shut the fuck. Fine, I guess.
I've never thought of owls in all of the ways, but I never thought that there were stealth flyers. Now there's like a new level of cool for them. You know what I mean?
They're awesome. I've done falconry. And
Of course you have. Is that like a British requirement to graduate high school? We're trashing Polly for being there to lay the bricks at the Alamo. You took fencing class.
I would
Shut
love
up.
to think that's true. I would just, yeah, it's true. Falconry in classic 16th century English archery. We've got to do all that.
He had to take falconry and he had to get all the forks right, which is the salad or
Armored
dessert fork.
jousting. I mean, this would be fantastic, right? I feel like, wow, you guys are hardcore,
You,
man. Well, fuck you. What are you talking about? I'm getting my balls busted that I'm an ancient man. We're describing you as cool, and you got a problem. I don't. All
Fuck
right.
you. Well, he had to fucking pick the sheep out by the feel of its asshole at one point, so it's been rough for him.
But the guy, the falconer, he was just like, because you got and it's called a gauntlet. It's fucking awesome.
That's
And he
nice.
just goes like, look away from it, and tell me when you think the owl has landed. And I couldn't feel a fucking thing.
Really?
It's so goddamn light, yeah.
You mean you didn't
Beautiful
have Eagle
creatures.
School as a graduation requirement? No, apparently I fucked up. M4 Sherman, Polly painted the painting that he touched after so many years. He just wanted to feel if it was a real thing or a fake.
I could tell. I would know.
He brushed a little cock into the area and he just wanted to caress it to make sure it was there.
One way or another.
I love how no one has forgiven you for poking that painting.
I see in my head, because I know what Polly looks like, so it's a more complete picture to me. But in my head, he just kind of like, he looked right, eyes shifted left, and leaned over the velvet rope and just went. To the painting?
No, you don't understand. It was
like he was wiping a smudge off of his window.
It's funnier than that. I didn't do
accurate.
the left-right rubberneck thing at all. I touched it and then went, what the fuck did I just do? And then I rubbernecked. You know what I mean? It was in reverse.
To make sure
order.
nobody saw it.
Yeah, exactly. And I wasn't just looking for people, but cameras, because I figured it might be like a attack team coming out of nowhere. I don't know.
You let the intrusive thoughts win, then realize, oh fuck, I actually did that. I want to see this one more time. I want to watch
4K ultra slow mo to see the difference of its wing movements to pull that shit off.
Alan on the Super said Streamlab. Oh, I'm sorry. Alan, I completely missed your donation. We were very entrenched in owl talk. He said likes, please. What is the like ratio? Give that the old F5. We have 200 watching and 95 likes. Guys, that is shit. Smash that like button, share it out, do the thing with the thing and the thing down below. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, and we are... I never get them here, so I don't think I have it set up. We are 3 on the Awoo train. Nicely done, guys. Very good. FAA diversity push to hire workers with, quote, severe intellectual disabilities spark concern and mockery.
I don't know why.
I don't want somebody who hears voices trying to land my plane.
No! Good Lord, no!
Well, he said drive it right into the tower, so that's what I told him to do. What are you, out of your fucking mind?
He said to poke the painting.
Dude, I almost just spit my beer everywhere. That went up my nose. Holy shit. Oh, my God.
Rough.
Oh, it's like one of those carbonated burps, but worse. Oof.
Yeah, what can I say? The Lord is just.
God damn it. Oh, wow, Drunkle. Look, another one. Read this article for free, but you have to sign up. No, I will not be signing up, Fox. Fuck off. Report. Treasury Division told banks to flag terms like MAGA and Trump on statements. Note that Bible and Bass Pro Shop purchases are things that they use to find domestic terrorists.
Bass Pro Shop?
Bass Pro Shop.
What is going on with that place, man?
Hold on, real quick. Cannibalistic Wizard. Sin, if they're hiring mentally disabled people, you can get a job there, but spelled there wrong.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Who's retarded now?
Yeah.
You're the pigeon of people.
You fucking pigeon. Yeah.
Why? The Treasury Division told banks, why would you be writing MAGA or Trump on a statement to a bank? Or why would it appear on a bank statement? In what way?
That is a fucking great question.
Like, I thought they meant maybe passwords, but those are double-end encrypted, we're told. But
I'm guessing like donations, maybe?
Okay, yeah, right. There, good call. Okay, that one at least makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Donations to anything with MAGA, Trump in it, yeah. But the Bass Pro Shop and the Bible, that's a whole nother thing. But the Bass Pro Shop really gets to me because here, at least in my region, Bass Pro Shop is called Cabela's. It's the same company, just a different name, like how Checkers and Rallies, or Carl's and Rallies, whatever. It's the same company, it's just called Cabela's here. And it is the biggest retailer for ammunition.
I don't want to be strong like man who look pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
In the forest.
I don't even need to look. I know that's Feline. The FAA did not have to tell airlines to do that. They hire veterans all the time. We're all a little mentally disabled. I think you're speaking for yourself on that one, Feline, but we all know.
Well, they used the word severe, no?
Yes, they did.
I'm not sure what that qualifies as, but I don't know.
Feline's just a little disabled. It's because she's 5'2".
Maybe she could fly a plane.
She could fly one of those kite gliders.
You fly a plane like the way, Short Round did in Temple of Doom. It's got the little blocks on the pedals so you can reach them.
I'm coming, Indy. Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones. $400 for a set of adjustable 100 pounds dump. Fucking hell. Give me $400. I'll probably buy a PlayStation with it. If you want to get one of the last the last, unless I have one buried in my yard somewhere, original Comic Club packages. You know how to do that. That was a shitty show. God, I feel bad about that one. But Bass Pro Shop is like the biggest chain retailer for all your base ammunition. You have 5.56, your 223, 9mm, 40, 45, etc. It's weird that they're putting those people. I wonder if you hit the quadfecta, what would happen?
Well, that would be the thing. If ever put to an explanation or for congressional testimony, we've all seen what congressional testimony is like, especially public. It's only one indicator amongst many, and you can't blah, 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 blah. And they will show that somewhere in the fine print, it says none of these things individually can be an indicator of anything, blah, 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 blah. So it doesn't really.
It's very interesting to me.
Yeah. I mean, now, I mean, wrong. It's like, Treasury Division told to flag, Quran purchases or donations or funding that comes from overseas, especially from these 15 Islamic nations.
I don't want to be strong, like man who look pretty. I want to be strong, like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
The pilot seat just for height, so do pedal, you dick. The pilot seat just for height, so do the pedal, you dick.
Sinatra caught hell for my joke.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. The pilot seat just for... do you mean adjusts for height? Huh. Shut up, Windows. Thank you, Valine. I appreciate that. Damage strength, you are making me shit. Come on, man. 100 pounds ain't that much. Just go to fucking gym. I'm just kidding. Adjust. I'm using speech to text. Fuck you. Okay, thank you, Valine. I appreciate that. Damn, Campari hanging on by a thread. That is definitely some overkill bonus.
I just started using Samsung's voice to text.
Dude,
God,
Apple's
it sucks.
Shit.
Oh man, Samsung's is, I don't know anything about Apple's, but Samsung's is something fucking else, man. I went back to Grammarly.
Just another guy said 100 pounds with one arm sucks. I remember my first weightlifting set. You want to see what Kamala Harris has to say about all this, though?
Do I?
You do.
Donald Trump is an existential threat to our democracy and our most fundamental freedoms. Remember the chaos, the division, the attacks that took rights and liberties from the American people.
And then Donald Trump was elected after Obama.
I know, it's weird. Just another guy said, I'm going to remember this. I'm razzing you. You know I am.
Is this post-Iowa?
Yes. That is a great feeling when you have to upgrade like that. It is a really good feeling.
Allow that to happen again. Make an investment in our campaign, and together we can protect our freedoms and keep the White House.
Money will help us continue.
It might as well be the 1669 donation.
Money now.
Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
And help us keep the White House.
But we're going to swing back to this one because I'm going to take you on a big circle. Hunter Biden gets bad news as congressional vote, as Congress votes to hold him in contempt.
No, I didn't even read that, but I get your point.
100 pounds is light work, but what? Yeah, no, you're doing well. Donate to your preferred political campaign here and with my link. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. So there were, I think it was 20 Democrats that voted to hold him in contempt. Biden has one word message for those attending the March for Life. And I'm not sure if he's joking or clueless. Are you ready for this?
I know that. What's your message to those attending? March.
So you, like that would...
That's it.
It sounded
That's all
like
he had to say.
It sounded like firm.
March.
Unlike his mushy mouthed words. Like he just marched. So you're in support of the March for Life,
Joe? What month do you think it is?
Yeah,
March. What the? Yeah, the verb, the month. Is he talking about merch?
What did you? Seriously, Joe? Did you just take a stand, so to speak?
Dude, why does he look so confused?
Because he is.
Oh my
so
god,
confused.
he is. Hold on a second. Holy fuck.
I mean, he did start off by saying, "I know it is." It's like the March for Life is going. I know it is. Like, okay, all right, don't get angry.
You know, he gets a little testy sometimes. He is starting to look like the Jeff Dunham puppet.
Oh my god, he is.
Oh my god. Oh fuck, wrong thing. He really is. Holy shit. Walter, I forgot the name of it. Look at that. It's
they really need to run the smooth Biden AI on him at all times. It's just not.
Dude, that
helping.
smooth Biden shit was the fucking creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, it's something.
He looks like Beavis.
Smooth Yoda.
Let's keep moving. So you want to hear something fun, since we've been talking about how all of us have been sick in one way or another over the past couple of months?
Yeah.
Health officials in Virginia are warning travelers at Dulles and Reagan airports that they may have.
And keep this in mind, this is Dulles and Reagan, two of the busiest airports in the fucking country. So anything here is everywhere.
Been exposed to highly contagious measles. The Virginia Department of
So people that have been traveling through the two busiest airports in the country have been exposed to, quote, highly
Go on.
Measles. The Virginia have been exposed to highly contagious.
Thank you.
Measles.
You needed a reference check on that.
Right,
I forgot what the word was.
You all right, Joe?
Joe's drinking. Shut up.
Much.
I work blood drives at Dulles. You got the measles, man. And I know my doctor. I'm talking to her. And we had a long conversation. Yeah, I know. Usually they're nurses, but
whatever.
Back in my days.
I don't remember how we got on the subject.
Could they use leeches and bleeding?
Yeah.
We got a blood lab.
And got no fixes for lumbago no more. My agina doesn't even have a medication.
You've got demons in your blood. You should do cocaine about it.
But we were having a conversation, and I don't remember how the conversation started, but she said something like measles has been huge lately, even with people vaccinated, because we get vaccinated for measles when we're 10, 5 maybe.
MMR, yeah.
Yeah, you get your MMR when you're very young. And she's like, I've had 5 cases of the measles in the past month. I was like, holy shit, are you serious? And he goes, yeah, it's all people who are vaccinated, and it hits them differently, but it's happening at a rate I've never seen before. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. And then I saw this, I was like, oh. So these people who are pouring over the border in rates that we have never seen before at over 1 million a month, but remember, 11 million who are unvaccinated are spreading this shit. Even if you are vaccinated, you can still get it. It's not going to be nearly as bad as it usually is. You'll get the rash, you'll get the whatever the fuck with it, but you're still going to get sick. But where else would it be coming from if not these fucking tens of millions of people just pouring over into our country? Just think about that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
And remember, you and I, Polly, needed a vaccine. They wanted to need us to have a vaccine to go outside, but they're letting these people right in.
Yeah.
Didn't even get their basic MMR.
That's right.
Fine.
The Virginia Department of Health says the warning is linked to an international traveler who was at the international arrivals at Dulles Airport between 4 and 8 o'clock on Wednesday, January the 3rd, then at Terminal A at Reagan Airport the following day between 2:30 and 6:30 in the afternoon. They added the virus can stay in the air as long as 2 hours after the presence of an infected person. And for those who step foot in the airports, to watch for symptoms until January the 25th.
So you have to watch for symptoms for fucking 2 weeks.
Think how close they're able to nail it down. Like they're able to nail it down to one person, and then here's the time frame where this person was at in these locations, and you are in danger in this wider time frame because of how long it can remain dangerous when airborne or communicable when airborne. Okay, now let's talk about the tens of thousands of people that came across this just this month at the southwest border. Oh no, shit! Let's not talk about that. Think how tight and precise their time frames are here, and it's still frighteningly wide. But yet, tens of thousands of people being planed all over the fucking country. No problem. No problem.
This is like the hub for communicable diseases. You have something real and tangible, i.e. measles, that remains airborne for 2 hours in a Dallas-Fort Worth or Dulles Airport. Think of how many people walk through a space in 2 hours at an airport, and then they are shipping all across the country. And not everybody is going to get sick, but they're going to carry it. It's going to be on them.
To buy stocks in PPE, I think.
Probably not for measles, because most Americans are vaccinated against it. So you'll get sick, you'll get the rash, you'll get the.
No, they'll make it mandatory. In an airport, everyone has to be wearing a mask.
You'll get the basic, I'm sick, I feel icky things if you've been vaccinated. But a lot of people haven't. So that's fun.
Yeah.
New York City Democrat Mayor Eric Adams imposing 11 p.m. curfew on all immigrants. And I would just like to point people back to the stream goal that we are about 25% to. Just get rid of these fucking... Eat the migrants.
It's not immigrants. It's illegal immigrants. Actually, it's illegal aliens. It could be on about those 10-foot tall guys from Miami.
Yeah, the other aliens. Campari's real low on HP. That's some fucking overkill. But yeah, at 11 p.m. curfew because they have just been wreaking fucking havoc in the city. I guess just that virtue signaling that we're a sanctuary city and we're a safe place for these people to be probably wasn't a good idea, was it?
The big regret. But it's okay. They can just blame the governor of Texas with all of his using people as pawns.
The biggest regret of them all.
Yeah.
You are fucking up. But here's what Trump plans to do if he gets back in the White House. He's going to deport illegals. It's going to be raids. And there's going to be tariffs and mass firings. And they're trying to make Trump sound like the bad guy in this. And most people are like, yeah, that sounds great, actually. We've gotten an extra 30 million in the past couple of months. Yeah, we can get rid of some of them. They made their PB&J sandwich, let them lie in it.
Huh.
I would fuck somebody up for a solid PB&J right now.
You know, if you haven't had a PB&J on toast,
dude, it's the best.
Reinvigorate the whole concept. Just toast. It's amazing.
You could throw an Uncrustable in the fucking toaster for like a minute. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy what toasting bread can do. It just.
So, what was it?
Is
Wednesday.
this the best thing since? No,
don't say it.
Don't do it. Wednesday, I did a video of a foodie beauty, and she had a tuna sandwich. And the whole time, I'm like, man, that looks really fucking good. I really want a tuna. And I went to Subway, and I got a foot-long tuna toasted. Dude, it was the best sandwich I've ever had in my life. Oh, fuck, that's what I wanted the cold open to be. I forgot. You guys talk to each other for a second. I'm going to go grab a beer, and I'm going to tell you what happened at Subway.
I'll fuck with a tuna sandwich. Tuna mayo.
Yeah. Tuna mayo?
Tuna mayo. Whack in a little bit of some onion and some sweet corn, and I'm anybody's, mate.
Well, I mean, sans the onion, and I'm not really even sure where you got the corn part from.
Well, the onion brings an added crunch.
Ugh. Oh,
Well,
yes,
come
it does.
on, man. Crunch is the best flavor, and you know it.
Just biting into something I
hear the
expect to not
anger.
crunch and having it crunch is just, ugh.
Okay,
Well, biting
so
into something you expect to crunch and it doesn't is worse, I think.
That's a good point. Biting into a soggy apple is a harsh realization.
yeah, but crunch is not a flavor; it's a texture.
That's my new insult. Shut up, you soggy apple.
But I go to Subway yesterday, and this was in my mind. Like, I just could not get this tuna sandwich out of my mind. So I go to fucking Subway. I'm like, I want a foot-long tuna, Italian herbs and cheese, toasted cheese. That's it. We get to the end of the line. They're like, do you want chips or a cookie? I'm like, you know what? And I go, and I like leaned into the lady. I'm like, do you have that foot-long cookie? Do you have the foot-long cookies here? And I'm like whispering to her so I don't sound like a fucking fat scumbag.
Drug deal.
I'm like, do you have one of those foot-long cookies? And she goes, yeah, we got the foot-long cookies. I'm like, fucking shut up. Oh, hold up.
No.
Oh, the sounds.
No.
Yes. Call to Curl said, new boss. Steve Dave said, guys, for a bit there, I was a dipshit. But I rectified it by smashing the like button an hour ago. Took me less than a second, so smash the fucking like button, you dipshits. Thank you, Steve Dave, and yes, that is correct. Here are some new Stream Boss confetti for Cult. Look at that. I told you only the cool guys in the profile pictures use that pose. Thank you, Cult. Welcome to Stream Boss with over 100,000 HP. That is overkill right there. But I'm in line. I'm like, you guys have one of those fucking foot-long cookies? She goes, yeah, we got that. Like, okay, let me get a foot-long cookie. And one of the people behind me starts laughing. And I'm like, this is some impressively fat shit. And he starts laughing even more. He's like, are you going to eat all that by yourself? And without skipping a fucking beat, I looked at him. I was like, I'm going to eat it like Scooby-Doo. How he pushes the one end in his mouth and the other. And he just stared at me for a second. Like, I'm going to eat this in one fucking bite. What the fuck do you mean? And I did. I ate it. I gave Shelly like a little bit of it, and I ate the rest of the thing. It was like a cookie cake, but it was $5. It was delicious. But I started to feel self-conscious in the line. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm about to order the foot-long cookie. There's other people behind me, and I don't see it out. That means they're going to have to make it. Oh, no.
Foot-long cookie, though.
Dude, it was so fucking
Land of the
good.
free.
I don't even... They have foot-long cookies, foot-long churros, and foot-long pretzels. And for just the briefest second, I'm like, how much would they judge me if I got the churro and the cookie?
Hopefully a lot, enough to dissuade you.
Do you mean charge you or judge you?
Judge you. Yo, let me get that fat shit. Dude, as soon as she said it out loud, I'm like, well, I just have to fucking own this now. I can't hide my shame anymore. Oh, but man, the cookie was delicious, especially warm, because they heat it up in front of you. They took the fucking cookie.
Yeah.
They took the cookie and put it in that little Subway oven for like a minute and a half. And I'm like, oh my God. And they took it out and I got it home. And it was warm. And I'm like, oh. My mouth is watering right now talking about it. And Subway's food is trash. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. The food is trash. The bread is trash. It's awful for you. But it's so fucking good. And all I wanted was the goddamn tuna. And I ate that tuna fucking sandwich, the full foot-long tuna sandwich in like 8 minutes. I was so...
That's impressive.
Dude, I was so hungry. And I don't get the bullshit on it. I just got tuna and cheese toasted. That's all I wanted, and that's what I got, and it was perfect. Anyway, that's my Subway story.
I enjoyed that.
Texas refuses to comply with the Biden admin's cease and desist letter about the border access. The Department of Homeland Security had dictated to the state to stop blocking access to the U.S. border. The U.S. Border Patrol's access to roughly 2.5 miles of the border. So the federal government came and said you're not allowed to stop access on this 2.5 mile stretch of the border. For no reason. But then, I think I had these a little mixed up. They escalated the dispute after 3 migrants drowned and accused Texas of letting them drown because they weren't at the place where they were. So you're not allowed to be there. 3 people drowned where they said they weren't allowed to be.
Right.
But DOJ filings show that Texas did not stop Border Patrol from saving the drowning migrants. So they weren't hindered in the saving of these people in any way, shape, or form. The government was trying to hinder them. So they're trying to use these 3 drowned people as a way to go, look at Texas. They're just letting these people fucking die.
It seems that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
They weren't informed until like an hour after they drowned anyway. We have a very lackluster Border Patrol. And what are they supposed to do? Go out and save the 3 people who decided to enter the country illegally? This entire stretch of land should be covered in fucking mines. Why are we going out and saving the people who are too dumb to fucking swim? Coming from a man who doesn't know how to swim.
You
Really?
don't know how to swim?
I can tread water. That's about it.
Well, that's something. You know.
Fuck. That's where I'm at with this. Fuck them. But of course, they're going to use this as a reason to, bash on Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Police are under no obligation to save you. Why would Border Patrol be obligated to save illegals? That's the question. But Chicago Democrats have lost patience with Biden admin and the migrant crisis. They left us in a ditch. So everybody's getting pissed about this shit. Don't be a sanctuary city if you're not ready to do sanctuary city shit. I mushed that a little bit, but you know what I meant.
No, I got it.
And they also they banned unannounced migrant drop-offs. Now this Texas charter bus company is suing over the restrictions. So Texas, you guys are going to Chicago. And Chicago's like, no, you're not allowed to do that. And Texas is suing them because they're like, well, aren't you a sanctuary city? So we're allowed to just drop them off anywhere. It's real funny how the tone changes when it's in their backyard, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
NIMBYs.
By the way, Chicago, New York. Holy shit. Chad, did you hear that?
Was that your stomach?
No, I think a plow truck just hit a telephone pole or something. Yeah, that fucking shook my whole studio. Holy shit, man. But yeah, they're just going like, nah, now we can't do that. Why not? Cuz. The fuck do you mean, cuz? By the way, all these cities, these major cities in major metropolitan areas, measles. All measles. It's all measles.
Yeah.
Chicago O'Hare Airport is shutting down their moving hotel shuttle so it can house illegals. We talked about this last week, but keep this in mind. They're shutting down shuttle service for people who actually pay for this so migrants can sleep in the fucking airports.
Measles.
All measles.
All measles.
But meanwhile, while all this is happening, you want to see one of the best fucking things I've ever seen in my life?
Oh, El Loco. Brilliant.
For some reason, the World Economic Forum invited Javier Milei to talk at one of their conferences.
I figured he'd have something to say positively about socialism. You were wrong. I love it.
Holy shit.
He won't be back.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. Today, I'm here to tell you that the Western world is in danger. And it is endangered because those who are supposed to have to defend the values of the West are co-opted by a vision of the world that inexorably leads to socialism and thereby to poverty. Unfortunately, in recent decades, motivated by some well-meaning individuals willing to help others, and others motivated by the wish to belong to a privileged caste, the main leaders of the Western world have abandoned the model of freedom for different versions of what we call collectivism. We're here to tell you that collectivist experiments are never the solution to the problems that afflict the citizens of the world. Rather, they are the root cause. Do believe me, no one better placed than us, Argentines, to testify to these 2 points.
Dude, he ripped up. He won't be allowed to finish his term. It was fucking sane. They came in, and we all know that the WEF hates Western everything. And he came in, he's like, yeah, the Western world's the one in danger. We're letting socialism destroy us. I've seen people compare it to, as we talked about Wednesday, the Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
And this is another popular thing I've seen going around.
The body is round.
The body is round, indeed. I'd like to point out that Biden is being fucked with by a guy in a wheelchair when it comes to Texas. Abbott basically said, make me, and rolled away. Abbott's in a wheelchair? I didn't know that. Thank you, Valine.
Oh.
Chainsaw.
Fucking brilliant.
This
guy is
my
insane,
favorite.
man.
But you
I
know
can't
what
wait to see
sucks?
more.
The feds are putting an end to humorous highway signs to prioritize safety. You're not allowed to do these anymore. Only Rudolph should be lit. Drive high, get a DUI. They're putting an end to these. The feds aren't laughing. There's some great ones.
Allowed.
Santa sees when you are speeding. There's some good ones. Don't drive Star-Spangled Hammered.
That's fantastic work.
Use your blinker.
Use your blinker. You're flexing.
Feeling stuffed, your seatbelt always fits. Yeah, they're banning these. You're not allowed to do this anymore.
Well, that sucks.
No fun allowed.
No. No fun allowed. But Drunkle, I got one for you, and I grabbed this specifically for you because I know you'd get the most enjoyment out of this. You want a couple of palate cleansers?
Yeah, this is going to be making fun of me somehow, isn't it?
You think?
Always.
Well, I sent you the thing that was making fun of you.
Good morning. We're doing open phones.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Morning on this alternative minimum tax.
Hi, am I on the air?
You sure are?
Fuck.
Okay. Speaking about inappropriate language.
Here.
You are.
Fuck.
All right.
Next call is Lexington, Kentucky. Good morning.
Good morning. Am I on?
You are on.
Okay, cool. Fuck you.
I got more palate cleansers. You want another one?
The hero we didn't know we needed. Fuck.
You remember John Wish, the $44.99?
Uh-huh.
I found his master.
What is he? The fuck is he?
Little dance. Little dance.
Yeah, what the fuck is he doing?
That's how Michael Jackson shoots. Used to.
What a jackass. Why?
Dude, we haven't seen a John Wish in a long time, but I just can't stop thinking about him.
Yeah. Dolphin Guns, it's absolutely the skinny jeans that completely sells it too. Like, what the fuck?
It's this pose right here.
Yeah. Oh man, he reminds me of so many people I just despise.
I know. It's and look at the shoes. They look like they're for a different person. Like this guy looks like he's, I don't know.
He's got the big shoes and the tight pants on because he wants to see all his fancy footwork, you know.
I'm gonna leave this up just in case we get to see a John Wish, and we'll replay it. And Polly, I got this one for you.
All right.
I'm crossing my fingers right now. Please, YouTube gods.
We got to celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. Got to celebrate our differences. Nacho taco, chimichanga. 'Cause it's beautiful.
Okay, one time uninterrupted. I will not screech laugh.
We got to celebrate our differences. We got to celebrate our differences. Ooga booga doo, ooga booga doo. We got to celebrate our differences. Nacho taco, chimichanga.
It's so fucking good. It's so good. Oh, that's it for the show, though. Look at that.
That was a good ending.
It's a good palate cleanser.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm going to leave this up just in case we see a John Wish. But on our way out, Drunkle.
Yo.
Do you have anything you want to show?
I mean,
no.
Yeah.
You got a new
You can
video?
find me- What? Who do you think I am? You can find me over on twitch.tv/DrunklePlays this weekend.
Ooh, what are you playing?
Bit of Baldur's Gate tomorrow, buddy. Bit of Baldur's Gate, and then Jackbox on Sunday. Come along. It's a hoot.
Nice. Nicely done. Polly, what do you got?
We got Noir Bar tonight going on at 12:30. Well, or early tomorrow morning, depending on how you want to look at it, at 12:30 a.m. Eastern.
Morning.
So yeah, and they're fun times. We'll be over there. Far will be there. Sam will be there. And doing new things and fun things and all sorts of other things. And it'll be good.
We do like a new and or fun thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a video going up on the Sin and Sash channel. Go ahead and check that out. Then I will see you Sunday for the Sunday, guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you for an incredible show this evening. Where will they be able to find us all next?
We're going to be back on Monday on the Drunken Uncle channel at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 p.m. Christmas Island, the Silence Inn.
Nicely done. You made it through that pretty well.
It was all right, wasn't it? It was all right.
It was all right.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
All right. All right, mate. All right, that's it. All right, good night, everybody.
Have a good night, all.